Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of our JavaScript tutorial series. Today, we're moving on to something even more powerful: JavaScript Objects. Objects let us group related data and behaviors together in a structured way. And trust me, you'll be seeing them everywhere in real-world JavaScript. So let's jump in and see what objects are, how to use them, and why they're so useful.
Let's start with the basics. What exactly is an object? In JavaScript, an object is a way to store a collection of related data using key-value pairs. Here, we've created an object called person. Inside the curly braces, we have keys like name, age, and is student, and each key is paired with a value. So the name is Ramesh, the age is 30, and is student is set to false. Think of it like a real person's profile. We're storing different pieces of information about them, all in one place. When we log this to the console, we see the whole object displayed neatly, keys and their corresponding values. Now, how do we access the values stored inside an object? One of the most common ways is using dot notation. Here, we're logging person.name and person.age. That's telling JavaScript, go inside the person object and grab the value stored under the key, name. So person.name will return Ramesh and person.age will return 30. It's simple, clean, and very readable. There's also another way to access properties, and that's using bracket notation. In this example, we're using person square bracket, name square bracket to get the value of that property. It might look a bit more clunky, but bracket notation is actually super useful when you're working with dynamic property names like values stored in variables. Okay, let's say you want to add a new piece of information to the object. Like maybe you now know where the person lives. You can simply use dot notation and assign a new key value pair, like person.city equals New York. This adds a new property called city to the object and sets its value to New York. When we log the object again, we'll see that city has been added at the end, and just like that, our object has grown without needing to redefine it from scratch. Now what if something changes, like Ramesh was wrongly assigned as 30 who is actually 35? Well, you can update any property by simply reassigning it like this: person.age equals 35. This tells JavaScript, update the age property in the person object to the new value of 35. And that's it. When we log it, we get the updated age. Sometimes, you might want to remove a property from an object entirely. You can do that using the delete keyword. In this example, we write delete person.city, and now the city property is gone. When you log the object, you'll see it no longer includes that key. Just remember, use delete carefully because once it's gone, it's gone. Now here's something you'll come across a lot: nested objects. In this example, we have a student object with a grades property. But grades itself is another object, containing values for math and science. To access the math grade, we go step by step: student.grades.math. It's like peeling layers of an onion. Go into the student, then into grades, then get maths. This is a powerful way to organize structured data, especially when it's complex or grouped by category. Awesome work! In this episode, we introduced JavaScript Objects, one of the most fundamental building blocks of the language. We looked at how to create them, access and update their properties, and even work with nested structures. Objects will come up over and over again in your coding journey, especially when you start working with APIs, building web apps, or managing data. So take your time, play around with some examples, and try creating a few objects of your own. In the next episode, we'll take this a step further and look at how to loop through objects, so we can work with each key or value dynamically.
That's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this presentation, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you soon in the next video. Take care and bye for now.